Have you ever imagined a colossal steel monster weighing a staggering 24,100 tons just casually floating in the middle of the deep, dark ocean? Forget those tiny little windmills you see spinning gently near the shore. Today, we are going to dissect the absolute pinnacle of engineering marvels that an Asian powerhouse has just dropped into the high seas. Their goal? To harvest something the entire world is desperately craving right now. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to the Three Gorges pilot, the world's largest floating offshore wind turbine, boasting an unbelievable 16 megawatt capacity. Let me help you visualize the roof-shattering scale of this machine. The top of this turbine pierces the sky at over 270 meters high. To put that into perspective, you are basically looking at a towering, massive skyscraper standing right in the middle of the ocean. But wait, it gets crazier. The rotor blades alone have a diameter of 252 meters. Every single time this gigantic fan completes just one full rotation, it sweeps through an area equivalent to about 7 whole football fields combined. This terrifyingly massive size easily makes it one of the most powerful offshore wind energy systems on the planet. Engineers are absolutely confident that this behemoth will be astronomically more efficient, capturing significantly more wind energy with every spin compared to those smaller traditional turbines planted safely near the coast. But hold on a second. If you know a bit about physics, you might be feeling a little skeptical right now. Normally, wind turbines have to be permanently bolted into the seabed with massive concrete foundations, right? Putting a massive, top-heavy, 24,100-ton machine on the water's surface, letting it float freely in deep waters where the waves are ferocious and the winds are brutal, isn't that basically like standing on a pool floaty and waving your arms around? You'd flip over instantly. However, the technological wizards behind this project solved this mind-bending physics puzzle by placing the turbine on a gigantic, semi-submersible floating platform. This base measures about 80.82 meters in length and 91 meters in width. With a total weight of 24,100 tons, it is masterfully balanced to support the colossal turbine above it, keeping it upright against the unforgiving conditions of the open ocean. And to ensure this 24,100-ton chunk of metal doesn't just casually drift away to another continent during a storm, they didn't just anchor it directly to the bottom in the traditional way. Instead, they secured this rig using 9 massive suction anchors. But here is the real magic trick. This mooring system is a highly intelligent hybrid of heavy-duty polyester fiber cables and traditional steel mooring chains. Mr. Pan Hongguan, an offshore wind engineer at the China Three Gorges Corporation, explained that this hybrid design acts exactly like inserting a massive, flexible spring into the middle of the system. When violent waves and typhoon-level winds strike, this polyester cable stretches and elastically deforms to absorb the wave energy, drastically reducing the harsh, rigid impacts that could otherwise shatter the equipment's structure. It is honestly mind-blowing to think that just a single one of these cables can withstand a maximum pulling force of 1,300 tons. On top of that, it is completely immune to corrosion and metal fatigue in the highly aggressive saltwater environment. This marks a monumental breakthrough for China in the field of high-end marine mooring materials. But the innovation doesn't stop there. The second massive secret keeping the Three Gorges pilot standing tall amidst the roaring tempest is its active ballast system. This is the very first time such technology has been applied in China's offshore wind industry. In simple terms, this system turns the entire 24,100-ton structure into a highly intelligent, giant roly-poly toy. Tucked inside the base of the turbine are 3 cylindrical water tanks. When gale-force winds threaten to tilt the turbine to one side, the onboard computer system instantly and automatically shifts water between these 3 tanks. It actively adjusts the platform's posture and center of gravity to cancel out the swaying caused by wind and waves, ensuring the turbine remains perfectly balanced and operates with pinpoint stability. So, the final question is, why pour mountains of money and brainpower into building this monster? The answer is incredibly simple: clean energy. Once it begins its smooth operations, the Three Gorges pilot turbine is expected to generate an astonishing 44.65 million kilowatt-hours of electricity every single year. You heard that right. This colossal amount of power is enough to fully sustain around 24,000 households for an entire year. This project is the clearest testament yet to China's soaring ambitions. They are determined to push large-scale renewable energy out of the crowded coastal shallows and into the deep ocean waters, where the wind is much stronger and more consistent, ultimately driving the world away from its dangerous reliance on fossil fuels. A 24,100-ton Titan floating effortlessly in the deep sea, armed to the teeth with cutting-edge technology to battle Mother Nature and bring light to tens of thousands of homes. What do you think about this mind-bending and hyper-ambitious offshore wind project? Do you think we will see even more unbelievable energy wonders in the near future? Drop your thoughts down in the comment section so we can debate. And don't forget to smash that like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel so I have the motivation to bring you even more epic tech breakdowns. See you in the next one.